Hello, welcome to this tutorial on Talend Studio. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to extract data from an API directly into your Talend Studio and how to insert those data into a database table. In our case, we are going to insert it into a table from the MySQL database management system. So I am connected to my Talend Studio here. So we want to extract data from this API. Actually, it is API concerning a meteo. That means that this API gives information about the temperature. You see, when I do a test endpoint. Let me go first on code synapse. You see that this is the URL of the API. In the URL, this is the URL, and these are the parameters. You see, this is actually the URL, and these are the parameters that we are passing. So actually, we want to get the temperature at a specific location. You see there we have the latitude, the longitude, the altitude, and the start and the end date. So between those two dates, we want to get the temperature of this specific location by providing this parameter location between these two dates. 2020 01 and 2012 31. Yeah, so these are the header of our API, the headers, and this is actually the API key. This is a really simple. This is a simple API. Some advanced API. In order to access the data, you need to generate a token, and the token is available for a specific time period. After that time has been expired, the token will not yet be available, so you need to regenerate a new one, and that token actually is the token that you are going to use to access the data. So in this one, you already have the API key here directly, so we are going to put it directly into our Talend Studio when we call it, so that we can access directly the data. So if I test the endpoint, you see it returned the temperature information at that specific location between those two dates. You see, you have the date, you have this date. You see you see the temperature at this date, 2020 0101. These are the information, the average temperature, the minimum temperature, the maximum temperature, the precipitation. This one is the precipitation. You see, and for each date we have the temperature information, all the information concerning the meteo at that specific location. So what we want to do, we want to access this data directly from Talend Studio. So we want to access this API. We want to request this data. We want to collect this data directly from Talend Studio and insert it into a table in database table. So for this also, you need to have your database set. In our case, we are using MySQL, and it is I am using the client MySQL workbench. So if I connect on my local instance, put my password, I connect. You see, I already have a database here training. I'm going to insert it into this database. Yeah, So let me go to my Talend Studio. Let me create a job. I want to create a standard job. I should name it Meteo Starter. So let me put this in here. So actually in Talend, there is a component. The component we use to access data to API is called tRestClient. You have this component tRestClient. So you see here on the component tab, you let us to configure our component. You have here the URL, and we have the query parameters here, and here you have the headers. So we are going to put our URL here, this URL from here to here, because after this mark, it is these are parameters from starting from latitude till the end it. So we just take this and we put it. Let us put it the context. We can create our context. You can see here Meteo URL. Put the value. We can create a context context variable for all the parameters. The latitude, create the context for latitude also. Latitude, this one. Put the value. The latitude, it's not string, it is float. Put the value. And the longitude, float. The next is the altitude. I'm creating context variable. I'm going to call it directly in my component. This one is integer, and the value is 43. The next one, I have one, the start and the end. The start and the end. This is data. Bit. Oops. Put it there like this. I can even select the date here. Okay, it's the date is December. It is 2020 0101. Okay, January 01. So 2020. Oops. No. End date 2020 12/31. And dates. The end date is 2020 12/31. So 1 year. 12 is December. 20 12/31. Okay. Now I want to call this here, these parameters here. Let me put also the headers. You see, you have a content type. You have the headers, content type. Oh, it doesn't accept special character. So let me put like this: content type, and value is application JSON, double quotes. The other header is this one. You see, it doesn't accept this special character, so I'm going to remove those special character like this. And the value is it doesn't like those special character. Oops, I put it like this. The last one is XAPI key. Oh, let me remove that. This one, it doesn't accept the special characters. I'm going to remove it also. And the value, I'm going to put it here. My key is this is my key. Okay, I'm going to save it. Okay, so let me call now those parameters here. The URL is, I want to call the URL context dot meteo URL. This is a get. Accept type XML. I want it to be in XML. This is are the query parameters. I'm going to call my query parameters here. This latitude, longitude, these are the query parameters. After this mark, all the parameters after this mark. So I'm going to call them here. First one is latitude. The value is, I'm going to call my context latitude. The next one is longitude. Context of longitude. The next one is altitude. Context dot altitude. After I have this start and end, the two dates. Text dot start and context dot end. Sorry. Context. I did not write what the context. Context dot end. Yeah, I think I've put on. Okay, now I want to put my my headers. I have three. I have the content type. The content type actually is the in which the way you send your request. Is the format is going to be in our case the content type is in JSON, so it's going to send a JSON request. The content type, the host. So actually this is another header parameter. The host context dot host API host, and the last one is API key. Context dot my key, my API key. So this is it. I am going to use the tlog row first. I want to log the result first, and here in my tlog row I do a respond, I save it and run it to see what I have. I have a new. I'm going to see what is it. Bat request. Set bat request. I am suspicious about this. You see here, I have my URL. Yeah, my URL is correct. I think it's correct. Yes. URL, yeah. Float, integer, Let me put this all the parameter in string, because normally I am suspicious about this date, because it takes the hour, minute, second. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to like it. So let us put all the parameters here in string. Yeah, let us put string everywhere, so that let us put string everywhere. String. And here let us put string. Yeah. So let us latitude. Longitude. Altitude. This that date. I'm more suspicious about this date. Maybe it's because of this date. Date and the start and the end date. Okay, let us save it. Okay, let us rerun it now and see what we are going to have. Yeah, you see now we have the result. I think it was about those dates. To check that, you see, because those dates actually doesn't accept, it doesn't recognize when you add the time after the time. So it is waiting date actually as in this format. So so it's better you put in string and record it now. So if you see here, let us click and see the result here. You see we have here our data in an XML document. You see, this is the data in our XML document. What I'm going to do, I want to copy this to show you something. I want to copy it into a notepad. I think I have a notepad plus. Yeah, excellent. And you see our data. Let me I want to. Okay. So we want, this is actually an XML document. So we want to extract a specific information from this XML document. You see, from this XML document. Where's my navigator? If you see here, now I can see it's JSON. You can see JSON here because I put here JSON, but in our case it's XML document. So we want to extract. We are going to extract the date, the average temperature, minimum temperature, maximum temperature, and precipitation. We are going to extract this information for each location, and for that specific location for each in each day. For this day, this is the 1st of January 2020, the 2nd of January 2020, so on and so forth, the 3rd of January 2020. So we are going to extract each information and we will save it in our database. So to extract information, information from an XML document, there's a component that it is tExtractXMLField, you see, for a document. So we will move this connection, we will put it here, directly here. We will click on this tExtract component, double click on it. What we want to extract, let us click here. You have here the body. So actually the information is inside the body. Yeah, it's inside the body. This is a document, you see. If you see very well, you see document type. It's inside the document type. So what we are going to do, you are going to first select the document, the body here, from where we want to extract. This is very important. This is what we call the loop. So it is going to loop on each, it's actually a loop where it's going to loop to extract the data. So come here in our XML document. I'm going to show you the loop. You see here we have from station, you have the opening bracket station here, and the closing bracket station, opening bracket station, closing bracket station, opening bracket station, closing bracket station, so on and so forth. You have also the data bracket. This is what is interesting for us, where you have the data. In the data you have the date, you have the temperature, the average temperature, minimum temperature, Tmax, temperature, precipitation, so on and so forth. You see. So actually we are going to loop on this with the data. You have the closing data, the opening data bracket, and the closing data bracket. You see, for each opening data bracket, closing data bracket, you see. And if you come here at the end, you see that you have root. So you identify the loop. So we are going to loop on root. We loop on root. Meta, you don't need to put meta. Loop root data. Yeah, so our loop is root data. Root data. It is root. I don't know if you understand root data. So it is where we loop now. We loop on that to extract each loop. You see, root data. In the root is the central opening closing bracket, and inside that you have now each data opening closing, each data opening closing, and on each data opening closing you have the information that you want to extract. So we are going to loop on root data each time. Root data to extract the information. So root data. So we want to add the column we want to extract. You come here on your KMap, you add the column here. We want to extract the date. Let us extract the date. Yeah. Let us extract also the temperature, the average temperature. Let us extract also the minimum temperature. Let us extract also the maximum temperature. Here we put in the schema the information we want to extract from this body document. Let us put OK. It is going to add them here. And now the isPath query is actually the name of the isPath query in this. Now in this root data, the isPath query is the name of each the opening and closing bracket of each field. So you have the first one is date. You want to extract the date. You have here date. You want to extract also this one. It is going, so actually from this loop part is going to take each information. You see the logic. tAverage, tMin, and tmax. Okay, I think they are good. So let me save it. So I want to put the results here on my tlog also. Alright, why? Yeah, I see this. I say the schema of the input. I need to propagate the schema. You see, I don't have the same schema here, so I need to propagate the schema here up like this to have the same schema. Now I want to run it now. Let me run my job now to see what I'm going to have. You see, I have my results. Perfect. You see, I have all the information. It is displaying the information, the date, the average, tmin, and tmax. I think it's already those information I have collected. Yeah, date, average, tmin, tmax. So I can play. I can say I want to extract also the precipitation information from my API. I need also the precipitation. I come here on my tmap, on my tExtractXMLField. I add it first here as new column. Precipitation. If we like to propagate change here, it's going to propagate the changes. I add it also here up like this. Yeah, I can run it. I am going to see. It is going to add the new one. You see, it has added a new one. This last one like this. I think it's the first one that you see. 734. Yeah. So I have all my parameters, my data here. What I want to do, I want to insert this information into my table in the database. So the database I showed you here, you want to insert it here. So I'm going to use MySQL, and it's a MySQL. In my case, I'm using MySQL. I'm going to use MySQL output component. So let me configure my component first. You see, my host is localhost. To see it, I can disconnect for a bit and connect back to show you it's localhost. The port is 33006. So my host, I can use context variable also here, but I am going to put it directly. You can use context variable here also. Localhost My database is training. You see, I have here my port 3306 password. Can put your password here. Root, my own password is root. Password is root. Yeah, password here is root. Username is root. Put my username. Table. I can put Meteo. Start action. Yeah, you can. I want to create. Insert action on table. I want to create table if it does not exist, and I want to insert or update the data. Yeah, because the table does not exist for the first time I want to create it. So it is going to check if it exists. If it exists, it's going to do the action on data. But if it doesn't exist, it's going to create a table before doing the action on data. So action on data is insert or update. I don't have a key here. Let me say create table. Drop table if exists and create. I better do this one. I drop and create, and I do an insert because I don't want to do this. I don't want to do update because I don't have a key, primary key, because the update is done based on a primary key. So I want first to drop table if exists, and it will create each time I drop, and it will create an insert data. You see. So that's it. So let me take this, put it here. Let me deactivate this. Let me save it now. Click on. Normally you should insert. Yeah, I have an error. Data too long for column date at row 1. Data too long for column date. I think I need to add the data too long. I need to add the. Let me show you. During the insertion, I think it's the length. It's a string, but I need some for column date. Database column date. Database type. I can put the type here. I need to put the type here. I'm going to put string also. I have put string there. Let me put string here. I don't have string. I think I have varchar. Let me put varchar. Varchar, yeah. I'm going to put varchar here. Everywhere. Let me put varchar everywhere here. Varchar. As in the input is string, you see. We put varchar. And for the length, let me put the maximum 256. Voila, let me run it now. Yeah, now I am all right. Let me go and check my database. Oh my bad. I did not put the right password. If I open my table, you're going to see Meteo start table. I can do a select row on it. You see, I have my data. So it has extracted the data and insert it into the table. So in this tutorial, I've shown you how to extract data directly from an API, and you can manipulate those data according to your need. Also, remember you need to use the tRestClient component, and there's also advanced when it's a real protected API, the development need to be more complicated. So this one is a very simple one. I think it's going to help you, and thank you for your attention and listening. Bye bye.